I had the chance to, doing stand-up, I've had the honor of performing in a lot of rooms that you guys have performed. I got to do Radio City Music Hall. I got to do Nassau Coliseum. I had the chance, though, to do a very special, I did Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom, which I know is a special place for you in particular because Rat Dog was there. That was the day you found out about Jerry's passing.
Right, yeah.
I was able to talk with the owners of the club. I walked in for a sound check with a Grateful Dead shirt on, and they were like, "You want to see something cool?" And they kind of talked me through, that experience and how you were there and everything. And I've had that tape. I wore that tape out of you guys playing for a couple times, and I just wanted to, I think about who stepped on the wood of the stage before I go on, no matter where I am.
Right. Yeah.
And just thinking about the fact that you had that heavy weight on your shoulders playing that night. I mean, it was really special to be in that room. And I just wanted to, do you remember that evening? Do you remember that?
Oh, quite well, yeah. I was, I guess, a bit in shock. But at the same time, I don't tend to think of death as particularly final. And I also, if I'm going to be sad, that's my business, because really death is a liberation. My view of things is that death is the last and best reward for a life well lived. And because death is where the adventure starts, as far as I can see.
Sounds pretty cool.
You've just been sort of messing around in this existence, and you get to the more to the essence of it when you leave behind your mortal trappings, and so, given all that, I tend to celebrate death for my loved ones, particularly as liberation. And so, I look forward to dying. One of these days, I'm gonna get around to it. And
well, take your time,
but,
please.
I've got a lot of stuff to do to get ready to do that. And so there was that, and at the same time, I was, naturally, I was real sad to have my old pal out of here. And I knew that I was going to miss a lot of the loss, though I haven't really missed them that much, because they come back to me in dreams, or old Jared's, he's around.
Oh yeah.
He shows up in dreams and stuff like that. Real instructive sometimes, and I kind of knew that evening that was the way it was going to be now, but everything was slightly different. But every day things change. So what the hell?
Yeah. I just, when you think about that moment, and we all kind of dealt with it the way Oteil and I were actually talking before we got on with you about how, I grew up, I found the Grateful Dead through my dad's records, and records were the thing that I could communicate with him about. That was the thing we had, was that in college basketball. So I would memorize The Who, and I would memorize Quadrophenia and Grateful Dead albums and Queen and Bowie. And you guys were hanging on my wall when I was growing up. And then, I dealt with Jerry's death in a different way. Oteil, we were talking about, it was almost kind of like, what we talked about, what it felt like Kennedy or something. Like it was just,
well, I wasn't really way into the band at that point, but we were on the jam band scene well into it, so I was still learning about it. And, so when on the jam band scene, Jerry dying was like Kennedy getting assassinated. Everybody I knew of in the scene, it was just so heavy, so even from my perspective, I remember the gravity of it,